Hello, 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 and welcome back to Twin Talk with Martha and Margaret. And the last time we talked about the contract on the house, where the offer becomes a contract. And now Martha is going to talk to you about what happens once you have a contract. So, Martha, describe that process, please. That's what it's like. Everybody gets excited. They're calling everybody, oh, I got a contract. I got a contract. Oh my God, it's such an exciting time, especially in this market where sometimes it takes several offers before you get a contract. Oh my gosh. And so, but once you get the contract, let's talk serious now. It's so important that you are timely in everything. In real estate, the first thing I learned is time is of the essence. And when I say time is of the essence, I tell my clients this: if your lender asks you for something today, have it to them yesterday. A lot of times people think, oh, well, I don't have time, I have a job, blah, blah, blah. Well, you want the house, you're going to do what it takes to get the house, okay? So if make it a priority to get your documents in order. So when it's time to present, you have everything that you need. I had a client, my God, she was ahead of the process at all times. So be ahead of the process. I usually tell you what to expect. The lender tells you what to expect, so you know what to expect. So anyway, during that time, once you have the contract, the first thing we do, we send a copy to your lender so they know the terms of the contract. They send one to the closing attorney, so they start working on it. The lender usually requests a title research from the title company. But before all of that is done, the key part is the due diligence period. There is what you call a due diligence period, which is a few days that you have to decide whether or not you want that contract, whether you want to continue with the contract. So, what we advise is to do an inspection during that time. Do not forego an inspection. I don't care what anybody tells you. Even if you're buying a house as is, you want to know what you're buying. You want to know what's behind the walls. It only costs about $350 to $450, $500, $550, depends on who you use to get an inspection. It's well worth it. You'll get a report telling you exactly what's going on with the house, and that will help you determine if you want to move forward or if you want to walk away at that point in time. If you walk away at that point in time, your earnest money deposit, which is the deposit you made to say, I'm interested in buying this house, you get it right back to you. Okay. Now, if you decide to move forward, then everybody starts moving. The lenders start moving. They will order your appraisal, and they will get more documents from you. If the seller decides that they want to do repairs as you ask, some of them don't do it until your loan is approved, depends upon what the repairs is that you ask. Whereas some of them, they go ahead and they get it started right away. But as long as it's in writing, it's part of the contract. You know it's going to be done before closing. You tell them you want it done at least 3 days or 4 days before closing, so that when you go through your walkthrough before you close, you have all those things taken care of. So you go through your due diligence period, and then you move forward. In the process of moving forward, what you need to do is find insurance, because your house has to be insured. The lender wants to make sure that the house is protected, so they want you to make sure that you get insurance. So you shop for insurance. I usually help with that process because I'm the company that I work with right now. We have our own insurance company, and they will shop around for you and try to get you the best rate. Or you can contact the insurance company that you have your car insurance with or whatever to get the best rate. Also, during that time, you can start your packing. The lender is working on the loan. In the process, they'll ask you a few times for documents to help with the process. And the last thing they do is, I think, they'll usually check with your verify your job. But also, please, whatever you do, don't shop for your house until after you close. Do not use your credit cards. Do not buy anything on credit. Do not move lump sum of money back and forth into accounts, because that is going to jeopardize your loan. Make sure everything is just the way it's supposed to be. Don't change jobs. Do not pay off big debt.
Do not pay off big debts. Do not transfer big amount of money. Just keep everything stable, because what's going to happen right before you close, they're going to pull your credit again. And if they see any of that, on the last minute, your loan could fall through. You don't want that. You don't want to work that hard and get this spot to fall right back. So you want to make sure that you follow what your lender says to do. What am I missing?
I don't know.
Okay, so the lender is doing that. They're doing appraisal.
Yeah. In the meantime, you're just packing.
In the meantime, you're packing and making an arrangement to move. Usually your realtor will help you provide the utility information for the utility companies for you, so that to make sure that there's a smooth transfer when it's time to move. And the thing that you're waiting to hear is clear to close. So once your lender goes through all your paperwork and send it to the underwriter is the one that's give you the clearance to close. And once they give you the clearance to close, they will tell you how much money you need to come to the closing with. They set up your escrow account, and that's one thing people are always asking about. What is escrow? I'm gonna tell you why there's an escrow. If you're getting a loan, the lender wants to be protected. So they want to make sure that they're paying your insurance and your taxes. Because if something happens to the house, they want to make sure the insurance is going to replace it, so your house still has the same value. And they want to make sure you pay your taxes, because guess what? The taxes is government. So the government could sell your houses for taxes if you don't pay your taxes, and then the mortgage company is left holding nothing. So they want to make sure that they pay those two bills for you. So they set up an account within your mortgage called escrow account. And you start off by putting about 3 months amount of money in there. And then every month you pay a portion into with your mortgage payment. So when the time comes to pay your taxes and your insurance, your lender will pay that for you, but you're paying it in your mortgage. So that's what escrow is: securing the taxes and insurance, and your lender protecting themselves. So that's that in a nutshell. And then when you go to closing, prepare your fingers, make sure your hands are well massaged, because you'll be signing. And then when you do your final signature and you get the keys in your hand, oh my God, wow, what a beautiful thing. Then if this is your first home, then thank you, Jesus, you're a homeowner today. And so I wish everybody all the best. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me. You can reach me at www.teambruton.com. That's TEAMBRUTON.com, teambruton.com. I like to give information. Education to me is key. So I like to be educated. I like to have knowledge. So I like to share knowledge.
Wow. Thank you so very much, my sister, for such wonderful education. I'm sure your listeners enjoy this and it will be helpful. We just love to educate.
Yes, we do.
And until next time, Twin Talk. See ya.
Peace.